How's it going, everybody? It's Monday. It's 8 p.m., and the Tekken devs finally spoke up. So, for those that don't realize or are new to the channel, recently I've been running tournaments for this game, but with the Season 2 patch that dropped on April 1st, April Fool's Day, this game has been just dead. It's just on fire to me. I think the community, it's getting really rough out there. There's been death threats to, like, FeedEX, apparently, by some idiot online. I can't speak to those things. I didn't read all into them, so I'm not going to pretend like I did. But what I was waiting for was for a proper response from the devs. So as of now, the game is basically dead in the water. The way the Season 2 patch works, everybody who plays the game is looking at it like, if you guys leave this game like this, it is going to be a joke for TWT and the upcoming major tournaments. We got Evo Japan coming up. They got regular Evo coming up. Combo Breaker, CEO. This game is going to be at a lot of major tournaments, so the game cannot exist in its current status in those tournaments. It is going to be a laugh. I will tell you, as somebody who goes to a lot of majors and has been to a lot of majors, it will be must-watch content for all the wrong reasons. It will be such a joke and so 50-50 Gamba mode with the coin flips. Tekken team has to do something. So we're going to see what they actually choose to do. I want to see what they just say at this point, because it's been about, I think, 10 days or 3 days since we got Murray and Harada's last posts, where they basically said the Tekken team was looking to get all the feedback. So this is a big moment. I do not know. As soon as I got this link, I hopped on here. I don't know what this is going to say, but I'm about to read it, so let's see what they say. Maybe I should put on some funeral music in case this is bad. So this is the 15th of April. This is 2 weeks into Season 2, and Harada and the Tekken team did say they wanted to receive everybody's feedback, and they wanted to see what people said after they got their hands on the patch. Everybody got their hands on the patch. Everybody hates the game. Just about I would say like 90% of the player base, 95. That's not good. If the consensus from the majority of your players is that your game is awful, your game's not going to last much longer, because you'll see a game, Concord just died a horrible, horrible death in its first week. So these days, gamers are quick to point out if your game is ass and it's not worth playing. They will tell you. They will tell you, and they will answer with their wallet, and they will walk away. This will happen. This happened to me. I did this when I saw this Season 2. So let's see what this is looking like. Balance adjustment policy for blah, blah, blah. The development team acknowledges that following the Season 2 update, their overall balance has shifted too heavily towards offense. Great. So at least they acknowledge that in the first sentence. That's nice. We sincerely apologize. Finally, the right word. That's a good word. You should apologize for what a dog shit ass patch. We sincerely apologize that the actual balance changes did not align with the development intentions and policy previously communicated to players. So they are straight up saying, they didn't say we lied, but they are saying we did not. We sincerely apologize. This sincerely part, I say that word too much myself. They better fucking mean it. That's what I'm telling you, because this game will be dead. This game will die just like Soul Calibur did. Somebody will get fired. Everybody will walk away, and then we'll all be sitting there looking around like, oh, well, hope Virtua Fighter is good, because otherwise we ain't got no 3D fighting games no more. They just don't exist. Moving forward, we are committed to distinguishing between issues that can be addressed quickly and issues that require more time and community feedback for proper review. This shit is so stupid. You cocksuckers have been asking. You cocksuckers act like you go to tournaments. You act like you're paying attention. I've answered 2 surveys about this game in particular, let alone Tekken 7. How can people be more clear? How many more times can people clearly say what they want and how much fun they're having with old Tekkens before you guys just decide, hey, let's maybe turn down the fucking heat? All right? It kills me that they just don't. It kills me. But I'm going to try to listen. I'm going to try, Namco. Moving forward, committed to distinguishing between issues that can be addressed quickly, so they're basically saying we're slow as fuck. Great, thanks. That makes me feel great for all the pro players who booked flights and are going to Combo Breaker, man. More time and community feedback. How about you guys try this shit earlier than you did, so you don't scramble 2 months before the fucking TWT season to keep people from putting a chocolate gun in their mouth. Sorry to steal the heiress nomenclature. I hate copying other people in this instance, but it's so proper. He's just, like, if I was a pro player, I would... Oh, man, I would be looking at my ceiling every night like, what is the fucking point? Implement a step-by-step update process to improve the game experience. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, dickheads. In this upcoming update, we will fix known issues and begin a balance review based on the following policy. The patch notes. Schedule release shortly for the update, 17th, so 3 days. All right, good. That's a good timetable. At least they got it done before the I was expecting the final day of April, knowing these dumbasses. Increase the max. Okay, number 1. In this upcoming update. So this is what they're doing right now. This is the emergency update. This is what they think is the Band-Aid on the corpse, as I heard it put on Reddit. Somebody said if if they nerf just like Jack, if they just nerf Make Some Noise, which is Jack's chop, or they just change Paul's unblockable thing so it doesn't work anymore, that's like putting a Band-Aid on a corpse. It's already dead, and the Band-Aid is doing literally nothing but you pretending that you're doing something. It's just there to mock how dead that corpse is. So let's see what they actually think is worth changing here. I'm seeing health. Increase the maximum health value to help mitigate situations where matches are decided through overly one-sided momentum. In light of the current damage environment trending toward inflation, driven by offense, heavy game balance and increased aerial combo damage, all the things they finally acknowledge, the maximum health value will be increased. This adjustment is intended to ease situations. I don't think that's good. I think that's a Band-Aid. I think that's a horrible start because they're not like toning down what needs to be toned down, which is the combo length and taking away moves. If they just add health and this is their way of helping to fix it, this is misguided as fuck. They need to go back and say we need to take stuff away, but if they won't do that, if they're too stubborn to do that, this game will be dead. Gradual adjustments, okay. To ease on, I'm going to try to be an open mind about the health boost, but this feels stupid. This feels like what they did towards the end of Tekken 7, where they just put a tiny bit more health, but it didn't really fix the problems in the game that much. It was a really bad Band-Aid. Just increasing the health pool is not going to help the problem of all the annoying combos and dealing with the 50-50s. It's just not. One extra interaction because you have slightly more health is not going to be that big a change. It's going to help, sure. It's not going to be nearly enough. So let's see what else they're thinking. Adjustments tend to ease situations where masses are too easily sided by one-sided momentum, so every round, rather. Gradual adjustments to overly high-reward moves. This update addresses the overall inflation of attack strength and combo damage by implementing adjustments that can be done quickly to moves that provide excess reward. We recognize this is a game-wide issue. Finally, some acknowledgement that they're fucking stupid about the way they did it. This is an important sentence right here. We recognize this is a game-wide issue rather than a problem limited to specific characters, and we plan to continue reviewing and tuning these aspects progressively. Okay, it's all just lip service at this point. It's rough to hear the little sentences they have where they said we plan to do this, we plan to do that. The fact that they're doing it now in such frantic fashion is not good. So we'll see. But this is they've lied to us. They've lied to us. Right before the way they lied to us, where they all got on camera in that Season 2 showcase, and they were scrambling to fix the throw break, and then the throw break thing isn't even like half of the worst problem. It's just one of the... I think there's probably, if you counted, there's probably in the hundreds of problems in the Tekken 8 Season 2 patch if you really got to the nitty-gritty of it. So they fix one of those problems, and then they're going to turn around and say things like, we plan to do this, we plan to do that. You guys' plans have gotten us nowhere, but bullshit. So I think they need to do an even bigger apology than this. Somebody's got to go on camera and say to the players, sorry. It's got to be less than a text. This has got to be said by somebody, I think, personally. I'm not asking for, like, retribution. I don't want the pound of flesh style. I don't need anybody's job anymore. It'd be nice if they just treated you like a human being and not just a spreadsheet number for somebody to mark off as somebody who bought the battle passes. Recognize game-wide issue rather than a problem limited to specific characters, and we plan to continue reviewing and tuning these aspects progressively. How about aggressively? How about switch this word out from progressively to aggressively? You already dragged your ass for a whole year and released the worst patch in fighting game history. The least you could do is get off your ass and try to be there for the players and fix it. But whatever, they do whatever they want, because that's where they are. They got no competition. Why do they got to worry? Example of adjustments included in this update: balance adjustments to high-performance moves. Repeatedly create advantageous situations. I'm going to need to see an actual patch before I believe you. They could fix 3 moves and then say, that's our day. We're balancing the offensive and defensive aspects of the heat system. The benefits gained by attacking player through the heat system are considered too great. I don't like this. This makes me heat. This pisses me off, this wordage. I'm going to chalk this up to translation, or I'm going to chalk this up to them not being honest enough. Considered too great? This is like them telling me, oh, you guys think it's too much? No fucking shit, I think it's too much. Have you watched any of your players stream this game and how miserable they are? How stupid it is that every round is some heat burst bullshit? Oh, I hate the whole system. Remove it. Fucking remove it. The whole thing. Rip it out. Give me a version of the game without it, and then ask your players to go play that and play test it and see how they like it. Give us that mod that currently just got released. How about talk about that mod that removed all that shit? Why don't you go do a version of that game just for the hell of it? Even Fortnite does no build mode. Who the fuck are you to not do it? You're charging everybody $70. Could it really be that hard to just say, you know what, let's just take this meter and change it from a 1 to a 0, heat mode, disabled? Can it really be that difficult, Namco? Do that. Start there, please. For me, for the players. Just to show, just for shits and giggles. Let's try Heat Off Edition. Let's try it, and let's see what happens. Huh? How about that? Revised damage scaling when using heat to suppress combo damage inflation. This is still not helping combo length. Adjusted frame advantage on heat. Finally, this is nice on hit for heat engagers. The plus 17 or whatever the hell it is on block, too. Maintaining benefits for the attacker while allowing the defender to move. How about we put one big fat one right here that says, hey, maybe we'll nerf Brian's tracking heat burst. Because for some reason, there's, I think, Brian and maybe 2 other characters, their heat bursts just track for some reason. You can't step it, you can't get away from it, you just gotta hold that shit. For some reason, they decide Brian needs to have one of those. I guess somebody's got a real chubby for Brian in the balance team. He's not allowed to suck even a little bit. Give that motherfucker a launchable, a minus 14 hatchet kick. Just to give everybody some retribution. Something. In the next update, planned for mid-May, adjustments will include reducing air combo damage. No. Damage is not the problem, folks. It's not the problem. It's the length. It's the length, you goddamn idiots. They just don't understand. I think this game's over. I think Tekken 8 itself might be over. We'll see how that mod goes, but I'm looking at these changes and I'm saying they still don't fucking get it. They're going to do all this, all these Band-Aids on a corpse where people just don't like the heat, people don't like the combo length, people don't like all these things, and the only patchwork they look like they're going to put together is air combo damage and reevaluating the performance of heat burst. These are the 2 things. At no point in this whole update did they mention combo length. At no point in this update did they mention rage arts, anything that I want to see changed. I want to see them go more drastic because they got to go crazier. This needs to be a new version of the game. This is not nearly far enough. So I'm trying to be open-minded about this. I'm trying not to come off like a salty bitch. I miss this game, and I'm sad to see so many people quitting, and I'm sad to see so many people in a bad way because of how bad this game is. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't. There are so many other games that are doing such a better job. I'm playing some of those games. Right now, I'm getting ready to play Last Epoch. They waited 1 full year to do a massive, massive Season 2, and that Season 2 has so many fixes and so many changes and so many quality of life things and things they've been asking their community about. They talked with their community on stream about it at length. They talked about their timeline, how many months it's going to take for future seasons. If you want to see how, I almost made a video about this, but I ain't got time for this shit because I'm trying to play good fighting games. If you want to see what a good Season 2 patch looks like, go play Last Epoch. I don't even care if you don't like ARPGs. Just go watch Rax the Rax, or whatever his name is, RAXX. Go look him up on YouTube. Look up his Season 2 Last Epoch patch video, where he says, oh yeah, I just watched a 6-hour stream of the devs talking about their game, what the plan is, what you're going to do in the second season, what we're thinking about, what we're listening to, here's the feedback we like, all these things that the Last Epoch developers do. That Namco, you might as well ask them to lay a golden egg at your feet. They'll look at you like, talking to our players, what, getting on stream with people who play the game at a high level? What? No. Then we can't just have some awkward Mishima fist you can put on. Then we can't sell you some stupid Nike that looks like shit. Then we can't sell you our stupid sunglasses that look like complete ass. They look like my little $5 pair I have here for stupid thumbnails. No, they can't do that when you actually get players and you actually give a shit about your player base. So I'm still salty about how bad Tekken 8 is. This patch that's coming, this is a step in the right direction. I will say that up front. But secondly, it doesn't go nearly far enough. This doesn't sound like they're even close to where I would need to be to come back and play this game. They have to prove to me, as a longtime customer, that this game is worth coming back to. I will watch streamers play this from afar, and if it sounds like it's way better, maybe I try it. But if I'm still seeing 20-second Lydia combos, if I'm still seeing Paul having some stupid hatchet kick, if they leave all those moves they put in, if they leave all those moves in, this game's a wrap in of itself. They could nerf every single move. If they leave those in, functionally, those moves ruin the game. Paul's hatchet kick and launching, tracking, deep dive 1 is just so obnoxious and stupid. And so dumb to deal with. Not to mention the fact things they did to King's Waivu throw, to giving Paul, they took away 2-3 and gave him like this weirdly perfect punish. They made his 10-frame punish a 2 into back 3 animation. It looks so stupid. So just, if they don't go far enough, I can't come back to this shit. And this patch sounds like step in the right direction, but not nearly far enough. Anyway, I gotta go to work. Bye-bye.